What's up, everybody? Welcome back to CardCollex. I'm Nathan. This is Mike. We're at the warehouse 15 miles north of Arrowhead Stadium in Liberty, Missouri, and I'm getting ready to open my second SGC submission. The reason I'm here with Mike is because 3 of these cards were purchased either through cash or trade here at the warehouse, and there are some awesome cards in here. Some very rare, low number cards, and I just want to show them off to you all. So let's get into this. All right, so this one is the 2001 Topps Ichiro Suzuki Home Team Advantage, the HTA. So it's got this HTA gold foil. It's the parallel Ichiro rookie, and this one came back in 8.5. And these are much more rare than the base version. The base version's very rare. The base Ichiro has a PSA 10, I think, of 120. It's very low. It's very low.
Yeah.
The HTI, I think, is less than 50, maybe less than 20 in a PSA 10.
And those are only available in team sets, right?
These were
factory sets.
These were only available in special factory sets they were only available to HTA members, Home Team Advantage members. So I think it was similar to the Montgomery Club that we have now for Topps, where you have, special opportunities to buy different things. But I just love this card, especially with that gold HTA logo. And an 8.5, these can go up to $250 a piece in an 8.5.
I don't know that I've ever actually seen this card before.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
They're real condition sensitive cards. And if they're not pack pulled or set pulled, if they're not pulled from an unopened product, it's really, really hard to find a good condition one.
So 8.5 seems fair. Seems good too.
Yeah, I'm very happy with it. This is the base Topps Ichiro. This one came back a 9. These do really well. The centering was really good on this card. Yeah, a little bit of white corners, but...
Yeah, the difference between this one and that one is the centering only.
Yeah.
But, you see why it got a 9, but it's still super clean card for the color borders.
And you see why, like this card in an 8.5, this card in a 9's probably a $200 card. That card in a PSA 10's a $3,000 card right now. They're just extremely difficult to get those top grades on.
But to me, another super fair grade.
Super fair grade.
Yeah.
That's what I felt like it would go. That's what I would have guessed. That's what it came back as. So,
you're not looking for a 10 on that card.
No, I don't expect it. I definitely don't expect a 10.
Right.
Here is maybe the biggest win of the bunch.
This is what I'm waiting for.
This is a cool card. 2001 Fleer Ultra Tamika Catchings 9.5 out of the quarter box here at the warehouse.
Sold that thing.
I know, right? For a quarter? These sell for like 60 to 80 bucks raw. Tamika Catchings is a top 5 WNBA player of all time in the Hall of Fame. I think she went in last year. There are very few sets from 2001. I think there's only maybe Fleer and Fleer Ultra, and this is definitely her best card. They were a really low print run set. They're fairly condition sensitive. This card has a PSA. There's only been 46 of these total graded by PSA. There's only been 2 graded by SGC, and this is the highest grade they have. So this is not a card I plan on selling, period. I just don't. It's such a low population card. It's from the very beginning of the WNBA, the first ever professional women's team, like serious women's team league. I think the rarity of it and the significance of it in sports and her significance of it in this sport, I just don't plan on selling this card.
I think we got lucky. That I got a quarter out of it, and that you got a really nice condition card. When I put stuff over there, I don't have the time or necessarily take everything out of holders and just throw. This when you got this, it was in a penny sleeve and a holder.
It was,
and that's how I got it.
Yeah,
and that's why it's in this condition.
Exactly.
So there's several finds over there that probably not $80.
You should come in here necessarily,
right.
But every time I come in here, I find several cards that, are $1 to $3. I'll come home with at least 200 cards that I feel like are no brainer worth 25 cents.
This is a crazy card that it would have sat over there until somebody picked it out. I wasn't, I didn't even look this card up when I put it over there, took it out. So there's plenty of stuff like that over there. And I mean, you get a card like this, Pop 1, highest ever graded. I mean, that's awesome, man.
It's pretty sick. I'm pretty happy with that.
That's cool.
Yeah. This is another card I bought raw. I didn't have one. I showed this off in the last video, the last SGC opening video. And it's the US 300 Topps update Juan Soto. It's a card that has a very high population count, but maybe, he's one of the best young batters we've seen over the last 20 years.
I think he's, this is the man that I would say is going to be the best hitter in baseball for the next decade.
Yeah.
That card is going to be an iconic card in 10 years, in my opinion. He's already won a World Series. I mean, he's hitting 270, but he's still got a 400 on base.
His walk rate is what amazes me for a 22-year-old.
For a 22-year-old that knows that he should be hitting for power, and he's not swinging at pitches he shouldn't pitch at. Like, that's completely rare.
In today's MLB,
yes,
with the spin rate and the movement that we see in today's MLB.
I think we have a small window before that card is the next Troutish type card.
All right. This is the last one, the most rare one, the one that I think has the most potential, really, as far as value is concerned this year. This is the 2020 Topps Allen and Ginter 1/1 glossy Yordan Alvarez rookie card. And this card came back a 9.5. And I've been looking at Yordan stuff. I think I said something and you're like, oh, I got a Yordan card I can show you.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, that's an interesting Yordan card. The only one that exists as far as the Allen and Ginter, it's true 1/1. There's not 15 parallels of this card.
Right.
This is the card.
Yep.
You showing me that card and coming up here and getting the deal done, I thought about it a lot that week.
Yeah.
And that's when I knew, 3 days later when I'm still like, man, that was a cool card. That's when I called you and I'm like, you still got that? Like, I think I want that card. I think I want to bring up some stuff to try to get a deal done on that card.
I really like this card, and the fact that it came back at 9.5 Mint Plus is really cool because the story behind this card is this was ripped from a retail pack.
Really?
Yeah, ripped from a retail pack, was stuck in the stack of cards, and the guy went to sort the cards and felt the gloss on it, and he didn't realize it was a 1/1 when he pulled it, turned it over. 1/1 right there. So the fact that it's a 9.5 shows that the guy that bought it takes care of his cards, but it's also very lucky because who knows how long it's sat in that stack.
Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you all being here. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and make sure to check out Mike's information down in the comments below. If you're anywhere around the Kansas City area, or if you're going to be coming through, please check out the warehouse in Liberty, Missouri. I think it's a card shop experience like no other I've ever seen, and it's definitely my favorite. But overall, this has been a really great experience. I really appreciate y'all being here. Please come back and visit me again at CardCollex.